How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And in today's episode, we are talking to Marshall over here, who's wielding a knife, which kind of made me very suspicious of him because last episode, or 2 episodes ago, Officer Meekins, the annoying character, the stupid piece of shit who doesn't even look like he's from this fucking game. He looks like he's some fucking parody character. He said something about how Detective Goodman supposedly jumped him, and the evidence room, which is just past his door to his right, actually from his perspective to his left, behind him, whatever. From our perspective to the right of him, there you go. And, jeez, and, what was I saying? Yeah, but fucking he's always holding a knife, which kind of made me a little bit suspicious of him, to be honest. Anyway, I want to ask him about the security system again, because he shows you a screen. I better not skip it by accident. That sounds very... Oh, there you go, he's about to show us. February 22nd. Okay, so... February 22nd. Let me look at this shit. 20 here. That's the Goodman note. The Goodman note. That's right. February 22nd, SL9. So that was the case that Goodman, Marshall, and Miss Starr, all three of them, plus another character we don't know about, I guess, investigated. That doesn't really tell us much. Doesn't really tell us what the fuck he was looking for. That's a piece of evidence from that case. It's a switchblade that I guess was used in a murder on that day, I guess. Handwritten document dated... there's a lot of shit dating to that fucking 21st of February. It's a lost item report made by Bruce Goodman before he died on that day. ID 59, and he kind of erased the 9 for some reason. Not to mention there's his ID, which is 58, whatever the fuck follows. Name of the deceased, Bruce Goodman. February 21st, between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. And that's it. It's a very small fucking autopsy report. No comments about any of it. So let me look at this fucking picture. 777, not sure what the fuck that's about. Came in at 420, nice. Then some kind of a number 8730579, not sure who that's supposed to be, but came 20 minutes later. 10 minutes later, came in a number that also came there. Look at that. 10 minutes after that other number, came in someone came in there. And then later, Goodman came in there with that person, because I don't know if with that person, but it seems like Goodman went in there, and then immediately after him, the guy who was there earlier went in there again. So he was there fucking 24 minutes earlier, and he came back. Alright. That doesn't really tell us much, but... It's just nice to know that there were multiple people going in and out of that room. Goodman being one of them. He only entered that room once. Or at least someone using his ID card went in there once. Somebody went in there twice. Another person went in there. And another person came in there at 4:20 with a very strange ID number of 777. It's like sevens. It's like that clone trooper in Star Wars whose ID number was like a bunch of 5s. So his name was Fives. That's what they called him. He was cool though. It's still surprising to me how Clone Wars managed to turn generic soldier characters who are literally all the same looking, because they're literally the fucking clone army, into very compelling, interesting characters. Found a picture of my dog when he was 3 years old. Now he's fucking 16 years old. And you know what? He used to be white and brown, and now he's just all white. You can kind of vaguely see that there's some brown spots. He's old. He's like 100 years old at this point in dog years. Sorry, but could you explain what the whole transferal thing is about? We only keep evidence from solved cases in that room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was not a mistake. See? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the Conch Sheriff's Department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. See now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago? Awesome. Percent. Some other shit. Sheriff back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. Well, alright then. Who cares? Anything? Any comments? About any of my fucking items I carry around with me? Didn't meant to look at it. Bloody shoe? Bro, just fucking say something nice. So this guy just explained to us last episode that the reason he's like a cowboy isn't because he's from Texas. He's not from Texas. He just likes cowboys. So he based his entire personality around that. He said that he caught a special one day on television, and that's why he looks like that. I wonder if he caught some kind of old sci-fi special. I think he's literally not gonna tell me about anything. Why is he so fucking hard to speak to? Seems like a pretty chill dude, like I would have a fucking good time talking to him, but he just fucking keeps being an asshole. Damn it, I hate skipping over this shit because I always fucking investigate shit by accident. Damn it, again. I like when characters who actually have nothing to say about things say it very briefly. But no, we gotta fucking go through an entire... Oh, there you go. See this? This is the victim's ID card. See, I went through the whole list, and the very last thing was what he wanted to actually tell us something about. Now, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot, the number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Now we're making the connection. See? Look, the fourth number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them card in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Wait, what did Officer Meekin say? So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. See, that's the thing I'm keep talking about. Marshall is keep fucking carrying around a fucking knife. See, what if that's the Marshall in disguise? He had his ID card then. Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. Guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. Got an idea? Maybe I should show this list to the other people with IDs here. Find out what their numbers are. Sheriff back in the wild. Alright, shut up. If we can find out whose ID is it that followed Goodman inside the evidence room, then we would at least have a first suspect. See, Bruce Goodman. So we added a name. We at least have our first suspect for who the fuck to who the fuck would have killed him? Also, I would like to see what the fuck is this deal with 777. It's a lucky number. Examine. Through the door we go. The evidence room is beyond that door. Turn on the card reader. Go get yourself a ball, partner. I have the ID card, a real ID card. We had two of them at this point. Could have used Goodman, I guess, but that'd be kinda disrespectful. Look, on the floor it's a lasso. Like a rope with a circle. Looks like it's set up to trap something. I just roped me a steer with that steer lasso. What? There's a bowling mopow. Mopow mo. Detective Gumshoe, I presume. I kinda like to see these detectives interact with. I don't know, Gumshoe and Marshall doesn't seem like they would get along very much. Oh, he was making moo sounds as if... I just fucking got that. I was saying some bullshit when I was reading that. Moo bow moo. That's what he was saying. Man, I'm fucking stupid. Anything else to fucking add, bro? Nothing? Good. Evidence room. Finally, some fucking good shit. Investigating a murder scene. There's a red door with a handcuff on it. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. The investigation must be over here. It's the evidence room. Really is kind of like a graveyard. It looks more like a morgue. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Again, I should just stay fucking quiet and let Phoenix comment for me. Let's try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Detective fucking Gumshoe. Just when I needed him. For a thumbnail, because I ran out of fucking screenshots. So I thought you were a ghost, and the only way to defeat a ghost is to slap it in the fucking face like a bitch. I don't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So is it true what I hear? Why, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give him $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire, knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me? Worth a try. So that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today. Boss for a day. Well, guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Chief, thanks. Chief, thanks. First of all, you want to have this evidence room floor plans. Evidence room floor plans added to the courtroom record. Wow, it's an L-shaped room with a bunch of drawers and shit. That's great. I wonder what Detective Gumshoe's ID looks like. Boss for the day. So Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Well, you're underlings. Right in front of him. It's us. We're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you get kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I want to take control and put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I am a detective, after all. You gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? I'm trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess it's what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case? This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprints? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Jeez, what an annoying fucking sound. Oh, who's that? There's like an open locker and there's like a picture inside. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see? Handles? On the other side of the handle is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, they get fucking electrocuted and die. That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking already. Talking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Tell us about shit, Detective Gumshoe. I need you to tell us. Can't open the lockers if your fingerprints don't match. If you can't open it, they'll give you 50 cents. No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Gumshoe Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Weird. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. It's fine. That's fine, pal. What's your ID number? Let's take a look at this. This is the ID card record of the police who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder? Whoa. What is this? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on his list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Whoa, what? You got updated. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Yeah, that's a good question. At least we got 2 numbers out of the way. Only 2 left. I would say one thing. Alright. Shit. Same shit's gonna keep happening now. At least his lines are much shorter than fucking Marshall. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Oh, my throat's fucking sore, my back fucking hurts. My legs hurt. Everything just fucking hurts, motherfucker, because of the SL9's connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man not to be feared. Only 2 years ago, and they call me a rookie? Why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left in that case. Whatever, shut up. That's the photo that Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? Miss Starr's quite the lady. We shared with her boyfriend. Well, I remember it was winter, I was 16. First time I fucking came in my pants. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what that happened. I don't know what happened. That seems like a private fucking thing for Gumshoe. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too. I wonder if Miss Starr checked him off in the back room so he would cough up fucking... cough up Queen. So we don't know the method she used for people to cover up the truth. Whatever. Making fucking shitty ass sex joke like I fucking know anything about it. Detective Gumshoe's fucking whatever the fuck. Man, it's fucking stupid because both of their names start with a G and I keep fucking calling them, mistaking them. Damn it. He'll probably say plenty about this fucking thing. This is my crown achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? More like fart. He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony, but there were lots of people coming in, gathering after the ceremony, so they took the blue badge away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or some shit like that. Shameful? I told night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Well, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta say, got a feeling he's gonna say the same shit about the knife. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got on the other day. Were we at the awards? I think he's repeating himself. Because we met him outside the police station before, and he could have already asked him about all this stuff. That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. He states everything's scarred and secret numbers. I can't even never relax. It's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Here's my attorney badge. You show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show the police badge, that's it. Should get a badge, even an ID card would be nice. Get yourself one. Buy it on eBay. That was, you know, I never bought anything on eBay because it's always the fucking. It's always the store that has the most obscure shit that I cannot find anywhere else. But it also just fucking has ridiculously outlandish fucking delivery prices. And that was a bloody violent case. I think I only bought. Actually, I might have bought something from eBay once. There was a bunch of figurines I bought from France for a board game called Make Night, which I don't know, kind of was underwhelming. You know, when I bought that game, I bought like a starter edition of Make Night with like a board, few figures, and like some items to use, and it was a nice enough experience. A very unbalanced game because there were two characters you could pick to play as, and one of them was fucking 10 times better than the other. So really, whoever picked the other character, I think it was like a. There was a guy who was just like a miner, like some guy with a pickaxe, and there's a guy who's like an orc shaman, and the orc shaman. I think Orc Shaman was a shitty one, while the miner guy was actually really fucking good. Mainly based on, I mean, Orc Shaman had more fucking damage and like was a better fighter, but he was fucking slow. The guy with a pickaxe could just run through the map, get the treasure, get the fuck out of there, and no one would even notice. While Orc Shaman just could barely fucking make it. So I bought a bunch of other figurines to spice up the game. But then the game got even more fucking unbalanced because you could keep summoning shit that was so ridiculously overpowered but cheap to summon that the game became unplayable. One of the figurines was so overpowered, so ridiculous, with no fucking weak points. It fucking had ridiculous range, lots of fucking move points, where basically it just tells you how many tiles it can move per turn, and it could move a lot. Insane health and insane damage, and it was like ridiculous. No one would stand a chance against it. As soon as it was summoned, you just won. Whoever summoned it. So we actually had to just remove it from the game because it was fucking stupid. That was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? Let's serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And that was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right on the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? That was supposed to be all cleaned up for the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Do detectives just get to choose whatever the fuck they do at the police station? They like come into work, a murder happened, and they're like, nah, let the other guy handle it. I'll fuck around. Now I just walk around doing bullshit. Detective Goodman was the detective in the charge of the SO9 incident, to see. So the switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Well, we talked about everything. We presented him with everything we got. Kinda got nothing else to ask Gumshoe about. Wow, look at this big pile of shit in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy that caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Loop on the fur? That's one of those human profiles for range testing. Was shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Wonder who shot him. Mr. Sharpshooter Marshall? That's the door we just came in through. Looks like I don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Let's hope he doesn't pass out drunk like a fucking piece of shit that he is. Some garbage sticking out of here. Something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt, but it must be evidence for some case. Where did Detective Gumshoe put this there? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here, that's it. I bet the evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. Guard checks out that kind of stuff and notifies the detectives responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Dr. Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. Maybe he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. I don't like tucking in my shirt, it's uncomfortable. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of their face, pal. It's called talking behind the back before you do it. Kinda like this music, it's pretty epic. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. Nightmares. Not so sure about the dreams. I wouldn't open. It won't open. But you really think it would? At Ballard Security is high-tech around here. Okay. So only this locker is slightly different because it's got some shit sticking out. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Ah, it's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. I've seen that somewhere before. Oh, it's the items we could have borrowed in the previous case. Right, pal, it's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Alright, but that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's what... Is Bullet the dog in the back of that? Just stuffed as part of the fucking equipment? That's the box sweeper. I'm sure we'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking shit. You can't just judge a person or a machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart. Yeah, I wish people really did that. Nobody fucking does that, let's be honest. Swap. Is that paint? Why can't I look at the paint? Seems important enough. I noticed the blood stain, but I got a feeling that's gonna be fucked up important and this episode's slowly coming to an end. So let me look at all the useless, not important shit. Like this paint over here. What have sauna paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room? Well, strange fucking place he picked, but whatever. Alright, it's a fucking blood stain. What is this, blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other blood stains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Yeah, but not right now. Kinda wanna I think the episode's over already, actually. I don't fucking know. We'll continue checking out this motherfucking crime scene. There's a glove, there's some shattered garbage on the ground. An open lock. Wait, wasn't this locker open when we fucking... Yeah, this locker was open. There was like a picture here, and there was like some green stuff when we first came in here. So I think that's actually Detective Gumshoe's locker. Did he close it? Or was that a glitch? Did we witness something we weren't supposed to do? Ah, fuck. Well, that's fucking weird. Anyway, see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.